And now we're counting down the days to the inauguration. 73 days to go. 73 in numbers comes to the word 73. And I've got my mate Rickie Lambert with me. 148, Rickie Lee Lambert, Donald J. Trump, 148. And I've got Matt Letitia. Yeah. Matt Letitia.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Both number 7.
French, obviously, with that surname.
But he could have played for anyone. Anyway, so we're at an event tonight with Aj Roberts. He might be coming in a few minutes. But the thing in the press everywhere is the election with Trump. So, what are your thoughts on it, boys? What do you make of? What do you think about it, and what have you noticed?
You know mine, Tom, don't you? I still hold out hope that he is for us, but immediate action is needed for me to keep my patience, because I am at the end of it, to be honest. So I am very much waiting to see everything that he's been saying he does straight away. The two main things: he prosecutes and he initiates a Nuremberg Code across America, which will come right across Europe. And then he sorts out the Middle East, sorts out Israel and the Greater Israel Project. Let's see if he keeps
and pulls the vaccines off the market.
Yes. Which he's given RFK permission to do it all. So as long as we see all that, then I will gain more hope knowing that the change is happening and he is not another control puppet.
Brilliant. Did you see? I haven't looked into this. You might have heard it, boys. Something about there's been some kind of deal with Hamas saying they're going to end. I saw that today. I haven't looked into it. Was it? Something. Something came out today about that. I guess we'll see what happens with that one, because he's not even in power yet.
No.
But they were making the point that apparently that's already kind of underway with the one in Israel. Yeah. And they've all been talking, haven't they? They've all got in touch already. So it seems like they're getting ready to hit the ground running.
What I find interesting is that the Labour government now congratulating Trump on his victory after slaughtering him on social media for the last few years.
Lammy,
and Rachel Reeves as well.
Yeah.
All the
Naughty Rachel.
Weasels, all the weasels in this country.
And the Keir Starmer let all his Labour workers go and campaign for Harris.
Yes.
There was like 10 of them or something that went over campaigning for us. How do you square that one up?
Yeah.
I hope he makes them all squeal and just run a million miles, get them out of this country.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see if all them celebrities that said they'd leave America if Trump
got
in. I wonder where they are now.
Did you see?
You must have really going to leave, or was that an empty promise?
Yeah. Well, there were so many memes,
weren't there? That's all I'm saying.
There were so many memes, weren't there, like yesterday and today about it all. Like the one with De Niro crying. They've got all these clips of De Niro crying. And who else? Another one.
Jimmy Kimmel was live on telly crying. He's just honestly.
Bono, U2.
The breakdown on the mainstream media. I mean, I haven't watched mainstream media, but I thought I'm gonna just check in, just to see how they've reacted to this election result, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, that's what makes me feel better as well, is that everyone who's come out and defended Harris and attacked Trump, they're all on the Epstein list, aren't they? So it kind of makes me feel like he is actually a good guy. He must be if all these people are attacking him.
That's what we want released. We want that. We want We want the JFK files.
Yeah, and he said, didn't he, was it on Rogan's show or Tucker or both? He said he'll release all the JFK files. He said there's a Martin Luther King file as well, and he'll release the Epstein list. So it's all gonna.
It's all good saying it though, isn't it? It's all good saying it.
I'm pretty sure he said that when he got.
This needs to happen straight away.
Yeah.
This needs to happen straight away.
Well, you'll know, because he said he'd do it literally as soon as he's in office. So I expect that first week for it to be out. Yeah. So.
Which will spread across to this country massively.
Oh yeah.
It's massively, and it will just wipe out everyone here as well, hopefully. So
yeah, it needs to get cleaned up. So, but people on my show will know, obviously, that I've, for the last year and a half, focused on November 5th, and it's different from what I thought may be happening, but nevertheless, it's like it's kind of a role. I mean, this has gone on for 2 days now. Just everything on TV is all about the Trump election. It's like a kind of it's an international event. It's massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm getting friends and family texting me saying, "Oh, well, you know, it's great." It's bigger than just an election because it was, you know, it was November the 5th.
Yeah,
It was.
well, they purposely tried to been destroying them. Well, they've been destroying the West, haven't they? But especially America. So if America falls, then obviously the entire West is going to fall. So America has to like turn themselves around, which then will give everyone else hope.
I mean, I think I saw a clip of the what was his name, Klaus Schwab's advisor, Yuval Noah Harari.
Oh yeah. He's
saying that
was on the Stephen Bartlett show, wasn't it?
Yeah. If Trump gets in, it's the end of the New World Order.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
There you go.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Let's hope so. Let's hope it's true.
Yeah. I do. I mean, so I felt. I said this to viewers last night that the night of the election, I felt this energetic shift. Like I kind of got woken up on the shoulders, and then this buzz in the air. You had something, not quite what I had, but what did you have, Rick? You felt something. What did you feel?
No, I've had it a few times where you sat there and you don't know these buzzing until it just goes silent, and it happened a couple of times.
Yeah. There's something in the air, and we'll see. So that I feel, I guess time is always the great prover of all this, but it feels like that's why we're doing the countdown to the inauguration. So this feels like the honeymoon period. It's like Trump's got in, everyone's super happy, it's going crazy on Twitter. I can't see, maybe I'm wrong though, I might be wrong. I can't see that we just plain sail to the inauguration. No. What do you think about it, boys? What do you think?
I would say that when Kamala Harris conceded and said we will ensure that there is a smooth transition of power,
you thought the opposite.
I felt like, you lie the whole time, so why we believe in that?
Yeah.
So I'm expecting some fireworks along the way.
That's what I just, that's the thought. Fireworks along the way. That's what I'm thinking.
Fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw exactly. Saw what you did, and I was thinking the word fireworks as you were saying it. Yeah. I think there's something, and Trump even said a few days before the election, he talked about the whole nuclear thing again, and you know all these different things going around. He just said the next 3 months will be difficult. That's what he said. He said he's concerned about the next 3 months. So we might be in this kind of victory period right now, waiting for 2.5 months away, but he said the next 3 months he's concerned that will be difficult. So I guess in time we'll find out what that is.
Especially if he isn't controlled, then you're definitely going to try and take him out, aren't you?
I mean, if Anthony Fauci hasn't been arrested in the first 4 weeks of his presidency, I'd be surprised.
Oh yeah, Fauci will go.
Yeah. This is it though, Tom. This is what like people like myself, because I feel like I'm in the middle, because everyone,
me too. Yeah.
Everyone who's kind of been awake the last 4 years, the one thing that divides everyone is Trump, of the awakened souls. So it's everyone knows sees what's going on. They're trying to wake everyone up, but there's half who believe in Trump, and half who think Trump is just another control puppet, the good side against the evil, but still a part of this system. So we're going to have to wait and see. I'm very much in the middle.
Well, that's fair commentary, because everyone has their own thoughts on everything. I tell you what's happened for me in the last couple of days is everyone knows I'm 100% with Trump and always have been and always will be. And
Oh, can I just stop you there?
Yeah, go on.
You said always will be.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't come up trumps with what he's promised, would you still be with him?
Well, if it turns out and it's obvious that it's not the case, then of course you would change direction, but I don't see that.
So you won't always be with him, then you shouldn't say that.
Well, on this timeline as it is right now, I will always be.
But you are more than sure that he is.
Yeah.
What he says he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he's. It says in the Bible, you know, that there's a Trump. It says in Revelation, the Trump of God. That's who he is.
Yeah.
People say, "Oh no, not that Trump." Well, he is actually. That's what he is.
We hope he is as well, Tom.
On my information that I get, as I get from here, from the universe, from downloads, for want of a better phrase, and I get that. So I haven't learned all the stuff I know about him from anyone else. I haven't followed other podcasters. At the beginning of COVID, I just got this download of numbers, and also Trump's our guy. I just got that, and I've never had any change on that. You know,
find out, mate, aren't we?
exactly. This will be the litmus test. So the next 3 months, up to the inauguration, and then to the, like Matt says, the next month after that, that will be the litmus test for everybody, and everybody will know then what's going on.
I think we can start putting preparations in place now, can't he?
Well, that's why he's making all these phone. That's why he's talking to Ukraine. He's talking to Putin. He's talking to Biden. He's talking to India. We're talking to China and Korea in the next few days. England.
Yeah.
So they're already doing all the preparations already. Yeah.
It's interesting actually that what I found interesting was that Keir Starmer and Lammy actually went to America a few weeks back and had dinner with Trump.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost like, looking back at that now, they're almost like they're going, we know he's going to win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why else would they be having dinner with him?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is what a lot of the opposition to what you think Tom will say is that.
Of course they will.
It's all a game. Freemasons, all a part of the same game, same play, and it's that what we need to stop and bring down, and that's
the world's a stage.
Yeah,
the world is a stage. The one thing I would add to that though is synchronicities. So I don't get my information from the news, although I do, because I get the stuff I talk about with like-minded friends. Things always keep coming up. Now how that's happening, I don't know. It's like there seems to be a lot of energy to prove. Like I get my own Q proofs, you know. You and me and Matt had on the show I did with that about, we had loads of stuff with that. I've had them with you, and I get it everywhere. It's like, how's that happening? So what I'm saying, so there's the global thing. There's all this, you know, celebration. Half of America's celebrating, half of them are upset, and that's all kind of on the ground. But all this other stuff, all these other synchronicities and reoccurrences, and it's been thousands of them. It's not been like a handful. But where's that coming from?
Well, I understand what you're saying, but it has got to be for the.
I think what I'm saying is I think that comes from a divine component. If we believe in a higher force, a benevolent force, a God, just let's call it God for whatever reason. You know, we're amongst Christians, and let's just say it's God, something superior to all of us that looks after our well-being. I just keep getting positive, provable codes and downloads and synchronicities. I've had thousands of them over the last 4 years, and I'm not the only one. Other people are getting it, and so many of them get it focused around that Trump is a good guy. For us, you know?
I hear what you're saying, but obviously that we're trying to wake the masses up. So it doesn't matter what a few people witness or what they feel. It's what everyone sees now, isn't it? I think
it has to be. Everybody has to be united.
It's good enough saying what's happening behind the scenes. No one's going to take that no more, are they? No one's going to wait.
It has to
more.
be, and that's why I believe he's got the Senate, nearly got the House or the other way around. That's why he's got a full mandate to do exactly what was required. He's not going to have any obstacles now, and I think that is set up perfectly for him to do the job that he intended. He started, and he's got that massive military. Remember?
So you think him not introducing, but allowing vaccines onto his people, he done that on purpose to bring it forward, so it was all out of sync.
Well, he forced them. So Operation Warp Speed, I think, is a number of things, but one of the basic things is he forced them, and he was able to produce a quote unquote. I have to be careful what I'm saying on YouTube, but something else.
Well, that's another thing, isn't it? Is that how can he introduce the Nuremberg Code if he was the one who introduced the vaccines onto his people? Do you know what I mean?
Well, let's see. So the thing is that the one thing I've learnt with Trump is you never know exactly what his next move will be, but it always ends in victory.
Yeah.
And so,
You have to wait and see, mate.
You have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But there's a divine component to all of this, and we're nearly there, I believe.
Yeah.
In terms of a good, in terms of a great glorious
I
victory.
hope so. Like I always say, I hope you're right. I really, really do.
And both of you played number 7.
We did.
And number 7 comes to 138, which is Donald Trump.
Yeah. And Matt
So there you go.
almost had my penalty record as well.
Penalties 93 Bushnell.
You're only as good as your last pen, son. You're only as good as your last pen.
No. Yeah, I shouldn't have brought that up.
But I'm your penalty.
Yeah.
So, but I hear what you're saying. The world needs to be unified.
Yeah.
And that's why they've done it in this way. AJ Roberts, coming. We're about to finish, but come in. Come and say hello.
Are we going in now, AJ?
Get over to Matt. Get over to Matt. You can get in the camera. So AJ, squeeze in. There you are. So we've just been chatting about the election, and Rick's been given perspective from his point of view on what.
Not just mine. It's like
you represent a large majority of people in this movement. So, but we're all on the same page, but we have different thoughts and stuff, you know.
I hope it's all on the same page, isn't it? It's just what's happened over the last 8 years puts into question for me. So that's all I'm saying.
And they're valid questions, and we're going to know, like, everybody will know very soon. Yeah. Like, completely. Yeah. There'll be a point where there's no doubt for anybody.
Absolutely.
Which is required.
Yeah.
You know, something this massive is required. So, do you want to say something in closing, AJ, about?
Yeah, I mean, I shared my perspective on the podcast with Derek Johnson and Brad Raisiny last night.
Yeah. You should talk to because you should talk to Derek.
Yeah.
Because he'd be able to show you all the military stuff.
Well, I don't want to hear that no more. I don't.
Some people don't need to hear it. That's the thing. That's why we do a podcast together. So us three do them together because we see.
All I'm saying is it might alleviate something. But you know what?
No,
but in the end,
it won't. I need
just
to
see it in real time on a global scale, and that will be coming.
The mass needs to see something.
If people have a basic understanding of the fact this is a worldwide military operation, that's all they need to know. They don't need to go into the finer detail. That's why me, Brad, and Derek do the podcast we do, so then people can take from it what they need. What I shared on there from the election is if you just take Donald Trump as a figure, a character, like in any movie, you got a good and a bad guy, right? You have to have people that carry us forward. But what he's done is he's carried this huge masculine energy forward, which has awoken the masculine energy within men across America, the UK, more than we've ever seen in history. That's what's needed, right? We need the rise in the masculine energy, that raw leadership, that raw, not so much the underdog, but carrying people forward. Yeah. Because all we've ever known in our lives is looking towards a leader or a figurehead or for the answers, right? Yeah. So we still have to play that game. So you need a character to play that game. Yeah. So, and that's what he's done more than anything for the collective. So regardless of what you think of connections to wherever, like what's happened right now worldwide is an explosion of masculinity because of this. Yeah. Which is what's needed.
The Great Awakening.
Yeah. No, well said, mate. And like you said, Rick, there comes a point where everybody knows exactly. And that's coming because it's on a clock, and everything's pointing to that. So,
but from a spiritual aspect, quickly, and not going too deep, but what we've seen is the huge rise in consciousness, like worldwide in people. Lots of people have had lots of throat clearance, right? So which allows people to receive more truth
and to
speak more truth, right? And that's why we're seeing people waking up rapidly in their own way, and we've got to respect that as well, right? You can't. It's still the same game. You can't force awakening anybody. You can only present them with the information and then see how it resonates with them. Yeah. That's literally it. And then like you work on yourself, you keep like shining your light and doing what you're doing in the role you're doing it, and that's what awakens people even further.
Yeah. And it's the golden age. Yeah. I think because that shake that I felt, like the actual physical kind of on my shoulders, but it wasn't. It was an energy that I wasn't expecting. That's the thing that I felt changed that night. I was like. Because I'd never felt that sort of thing, and it was subtle, but it was evident and it was clear.
You sure you didn't just roll over onto that toy you take to bed with you?
well, AJ, I got it from AJ's library. It was out of due. It was out of date. It was like 3 weeks out of date. Yeah.
3310.
Yeah. But I heard you wanted it, Matt, so I'll drop it off for you later.
Thank you very much.
There you go. It's called the Rickie. It's called the Rickie Rabbit. See, that's the thing. This is the great thing, that we're all mates and we're all on the same page, but we have different within it, because it's such a complex thing. It's not just black and white.
Yeah.
We all have different perspectives, but we're all mates, you know, and we all, you know, we're like brothers. All of these, you know, 3 guys are my brothers, and I love and respect them, and we all have different thoughts on it, but we're wanting the upgrade and the best for humanity.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what it is. That's what it's all about. So,
It is.
anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. Rickie, Matt,
Pleasure.
AJ, thank
Pleasure.
you for coming on the show. We're going to go and see AJ and these 2 boys doing a show tonight, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Some of you might even see this, and you might even be in the room later on. I don't know, but anyway, we'll be tuning in tomorrow when we're down to 72 days to the inauguration. But who knows what could happen in between then. So, thanks a lot, everyone. Love you. Oh, where can everyone find you? Where are you, Rickie?
Right here
Right
next to
here.
Matt.
No, but where are you?
Right next to you.
Where are you?
What do you mean on Instagram?
Well, on Twitter. Just tell them where people can follow.
St. Lambo.
Yeah, St. Lambo.
St. Lambo.
07.
Where are you, Matt?
At Matt Latis 7 on X.
Mainly on Instagram, Mr. _ AJ Roberts, or on X as AJ Roberts Show.
Bingo. Everyone get on Substack. Shungite and Organite links are below. See you tomorrow. Thanks, guys and girls. Bye.